So, good evening, everybody. I am Michael and I'm joined by Mitch.
Okay, good evening. So it's season 10, H.O.R, round 14, Italy. I'm here with Mike. Good evening, Mike. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, mate, and you?
Yeah, no, alright, thank you, man. So, Mike, quite a good race last night, though.
Definitely. It was
Yeah,
quite an enjoyable one to watch.
we had guys, you must check it out, but after this race, please. We had emotional Jensen, so I think he was crying, so yeah, but it was good. Yeah, but I will just leave it at that. So yeah, so Mike, what's it, low downforce here?
Yeah, definitely. You want to be running as much straight line speed as possible. Only really a few corners in which you actually have to put much effort in. You have a chicane, obviously a scary, and the two Lesmos. So yeah,
Yeah,
a good few corners, a bit of fun for us, Mitch, and hopefully a dry
yes,
race, because that will make it more interesting for us.
yeah, no, it will, eh?
Definitely. So we're getting
Um,
ready up, Mitch, and just good evening to everyone in the chat. Obviously, it's good to see everyone coming out and saying hello. We have lost the driver, it was on 17 a second ago. Who are we missing?
just doctoring my toe.
SBW is back again? What is this? A full-time seat again? What?
What? SPW?
But yeah, Mitch, I think should be a good race going off yesterday. I think guys were a bit more ready to have a fight yesterday than they were
Yeah,
in
no,
previous weeks.
true.
Again, good evening everyone in the chat. We'll
Yeah,
make sure to
good
keep
evening.
you involved as much as possible as we enjoy this adventure.
Yes. So, yeah, so Mike, do you like this track though?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, bit tricky. What's the most trickiest, or what's the most thing you don't really like? Is it any bad corner, really, or just in general you like it?
So for me,
Or
probably the
what you struggle with?
yeah, turn
That's
one.
what
I've
I'm saying.
always kind of struggled with that because it led into turn two,
Yes.
and
Okay.
if you mess up turn one, you've messed up turn two, and you lose a good few tenths on your flying lap, and then also the chicane just into sector two. It's very tricky to not invalidate.
Yeah. No, true,
And
eh?
yourself, Mitch?
Yeah, I think what's it? Anything with hard braking points. Yeah.
So basically, turn one, basically most of the
Yeah.
corners.
Yes. But hopefully get that fixed up. So okay, so we have a new driver with us. Oh well, he used to race with us. He just took a break or left, and then he came back. So we have Con with us. Good to have Con. If you're watching, that's great and everything.
Definitely, man. Good to see him back on it. I
Yeah.
wonder what his pace is going to be like because these top
Yeah,
guys,
no.
Jensen, etc., I mean, they've only gotten quicker since he's left, so will be definitely interesting to see where he fits in.
Yeah. What, season 3 champion, if I'm not mistaken? Season
I don't
3?
want to
4?
remember Mitch because I feel like I should have won that championship, but I messed up. So
Is it?
it's at the back of my
Okay.
mind. At the back of my mind.
Okay, okay. We will keep it at the back.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
Actually, it's this track, I think season 5, that I think I lost one of those championships at. I don't know if you remember, but just if you ride on board with Jensen coming through down here, Surgit may have hit me, and yeah, that was the return of the bottle. But anyway, we'll ride on board with Jensen,
But
and
anyway.
Jensen was quite emotional last night, Mitch.
Yes, he was, eh? Yeah, never saw him emotional like that, but anyway.
Definitely.
Okay, so we're going to be on board with Jensen, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. So he's what? 213, 14. Yeah.
Wow,
Maybe
that's
50.
some quick straight line speed there, Mitch.
Yeah,
He's
no.
almost 10 miles per hour quicker than yesterday.
Sure, yeah. So team turn 1 and 2 was alright, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's see how he does with this. I don't know what. Got a yellow flag, but I think they are just slowing up.
Everything looks pretty routine for Jensen here. He's quite drawn. Well, he's done a lot of racing today, shall we say, Mitch?
Yeah, no, what, 7 hours or something like that?
Yeah, so
yeah.
If he's tired, we will understand, and if he's not at his peak of his performance, we won't be disappointed. But he's definitely flying along now. 2 cars behind him is a Williams and a Haas. Maybe one of them is fan favorite Pedro. But Jensen to the line and a 118.3, and I think that has already bet what he done in practice, and that is, wow, scary. Chris goes P2 with a 118.6.
Not bad for lap time for Chris and Jensen.
And here
Lewis.
comes Pedro.
How's Pedro gonna do? What is Pedro gonna do?
120.2. So he's last
Pedro.
for now.
Yes. Let's see how Con is. Okay, Con's in the pits.
Boastman's just backed out of his lap. L. Davis, is he on a lap? I think so. There's a Renault of Tyne coming to the line. P2, 118.4. So Jensen's on a roll so far. Exactly a tenth in front of Tyne. Obviously yesterday
How's
in...
Brock doing?
Brock, where is he? There he is, sector 2.
Sector 2. Wow, jinx.
You need to say my name so I could speak.
Yeah.
So, he's a tenth and a half down on Jensen in the second sector. A bit of traffic coming around, and Monza is a weird track for traffic. In real life, it's been one where it's been quite a big debate. There is Jensen, Brock's nabbing a bit of slipstream, and he just beats Pelly there by a 100th of a second. So, anyone else out on track? Fusion is in sector 1, Mataman's invalidated, and HMFE Ethan has also invalidated. So, after the first real round of laps, Mitch, Boastman is on one. We'll jump on board with him quickly.
Yeah, I noticed with Jensen when he set that lap, his fuel light was flashing.
I think you run very little amount of fuel around here, and Boastman into the top 5 on the medium tire, so that's not a bad lap for him.
Yeah, I know.
So 10 drivers have done a lap. Mitch, who would really take your fancy after the first round? I didn't really see much mistakes, so I'm going to say Jensen.
I'm going to say Jensen as well, eh?
Jensen and Pedro.
Yeah, Jensen and Chris, I would say.
No Pedro?
Chris should go well. Pedro.
You're annoyed
Third.
at Pedro, I'm guessing, so we'll leave it at that. So, Mataman also on a flying lap. He's 1.6 seconds down on Jensen, but he is on the medium tyre. One of the Red Bulls is out. It is Mikey, Mr. Saturday.
Mr. Saturday.
Let's hope he can perform on a Saturday and Mataman into the top 10 on the medium tyre. JNTX also has done a lap time on the mediums. I don't think Con is doing a lap time in qualifying. I think he said he won't be doing one so he doesn't mess up anyone. I think I remember seeing that in chat.
Yeah, you
So
just have to also be careful in the race though and stuff like that. I would say just go do your
it.
practice. Yeah,
so,
just do it. Don't think about it, eh?
Yeah, we'll jump on board with Mikey Mitch.
How's Mr. Saturday doing? Come on, Mr. Saturday. Perform, eh?
You've really got to take a big chunk of curb there at turn 1, Mitch, to gain as much momentum down this kind of miniature straight kind of curve. Let's check a sector 1, 26.1, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
Into Lesmo number 1.
Yeah, I'm bad with corner names, man.
Me too, man.
I just, yeah, no, really. So, excuse me, chat.
So, Mikey's still going down here into the sector 2 split. Not a bad lap time so far by Mikey. He'll be hoping this puts him just in front to Boastman. Kind of P5 will be his aim. Oh, look who's coming out on track, Mitch. On the medium tyre, number 12. So, Mikey
maybe
to
like
the
race
line.
pace?
19.4, exactly kind of where he wants to be.
Yikes. Fantastic.
Let's jump on board with Con and see what he's doing. So, oh, a bit of a slide. So, obviously his return back to H.O.R. A guy that has already won a championship in H.O.R. So he's forever remembered in the history books.
Yes.
Obviously on his wheel. The Red Bull car, as beautiful as ever.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna maybe cut off Con for a second and jump on board with Jensen, who's invalidated. Brock is currently on the lap. He's literally just overtaken Jensen. So this battle, Mitch, it's been getting quite spicy. Jensen took another good few points out of Brock yesterday, and now Brock is 2/10 up on his lap time. Ooh, Brock, a bit of a slide there. You okay, bro?
Yeah, I'm okay, man.
No problem.
You. Just a cough.
It's all good. So yeah, Brock and Jensen, this battle has been getting quite exciting, Mitch, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, it has, eh? So...
And Brock to the line, and that is pole position. He did lose a bit of time in that middle sector. Anyone else on the lap time? Chris and Tyne. Tyne goes pole position. Chris, the next guy to cross the line. His teammate just in front of him, and Chris has backed out of his lap for unforeseen reasons. I think Con has also backed out of his lap. Fusion on a lap. SPW currently stone dead last. Boastman out on the soft tires. into the pits. Pelly's gone up to P5, Mitch.
Not bad for Mr. Pelly.
Not bad at all. So, Jensen is still out on track, it says, but oh no, he's in the pits. I thought he was still P1. Whoops. Lewis goes P6. He also did cut turn 1. We will note that down.
Yeah.
So, Con's on a lap, a bit of a slide coming out of turn 2. His setup seems very slidey, so to say.
Slidey.
Maybe he's...
So he's going go-karting.
Yes. Or maybe he's going in the wet weather.
Okay.
Oh, another bit of a spin. And he's invalidated again.
Oh.
So, SPW gone P7, Pelly P5, Chris P4, Jensen P3, Brock P2, and Tyne P1. So, we have kind of a thing here, Mitch. We have the top four guys all within... Well, the top 3 guys are all within a tent. Chris is a bit further back, but kind of in a world of his own. I would have maybe expected Chris to be a bit more up there. His Italy pace is usually quite strong.
It's just the first run, eh?
He invalidated his second, or made a mistake. We don't know, but we'll jump on board with... Who's this? Who joined late, Mitch? The second Mercedes.
Damien.
Oh, did Damien join?
Yeah, Damien.
He's down as Valtteri Bottas for me. And here he goes to the line.
Yes.
Oh, he's starting a lap. I'm very confused. L. Davis coming out of the pits. Yeah, he's down as Valtteri Bottas there, so excuse me, Damien. We know it's you now. I'd expect Damien to be quite quick around here. Showed pace to maybe win the race yesterday, but that safety car at the start really did not play into his hands. Matuman just sticking with Damien here. Look at that. You can see him in the rear wing here. Just using all the tow he can get. And this is going to be a good lap. Oh, Mataman, I think you've just invalidated. No, he hasn't. He's still in that tow.
Keep it calm, Matto.
The Matto of the man. Matman.
Matto of
oh,
the man.
Damien's invalidated.
Maxman.
So we'll jump on board with Matt.
He's gonna get a tow. He's gonna get
a nice tow. And this could be quite a good lap for Mataman. I mean, Damien's not a slow guy, and he was keeping right up with him. Here we go, to the line. P6. Not a bad lap for Mataman. So, the top guys are all coming out. Brock and Chris are out on laps. Both in the second sector, coming into the third. Do you think these guys can dismantle Pelly, or do you think he will be able to hold on?
Sorry, Mike, for Chris and them, or behind Pelly, of course?
Yeah, Chris, Jensen and Brock. Can they beat Tyne?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you didn't give Tyne much confidence there.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. But Brock is currently on lap, so we'll find out very shortly if he does have the beating of Tyne. Tyne showed relatively good pace. I mean, he got a bit faked out by Jensen coming into the last few laps. Jensen let him overtake, and after that, I think it was all Jensen's. So, again, the penalty bonus point you only get that if you had no penalties yesterday, and the only 3 guys without penalties yesterday was Brock, Tyne and Jensen. So these 3 seem to be in a league of their own, Mitch.
Yeah, no, they do.
My headset seems to be falling off my head quite a lot. But
Not good.
Brock to the line. What is it going to be? It is going to be pole position just about. Chris to the line, improves but only maintains position. Con has improved
Jensen
to P5.
is up on me something.
Oh, Jensen's up by a full 10th in the first sector, Mitch. That's a big improvement.
Come on, Jensen.
His car looks like it's on rails.
Yeah, it's planted. As we were talking
So
in the
Jensen
party.
just gained a bit more.
Don't invalidate.
Oh, and he's invalidated. You commentator cursed him, Mitch. Oh, there's a Williams sideways. No. And Tyne will start his final lap.
Bobby's field.
So.
Whoa!
What's up?
Bro. I think he got like... Did you saw that Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was like facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Or sideways. And then Jensen took his like front wing.
Oh.
Fell off and yeah.
Let's just make sure no one got a penalty for that. No penalties. That's good. Yellow flag sector 1 and 2. HMFE Ethan has been disqualified for the wrong way on the main straight.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tyne is up by quite a lot here, Mitch. And I don't think he's... I think this could be quite an easy pole position. So...
Yeah. Oh, Damien!
Oh wow, Valtteri Bottas up into P1.
Not often you see that, eh?
Not often at all, but he's already dismantled, and it will be Tyne P1 from Valtteri Bottas, Brock and Jensen. Chris P5, Con P6, Mikey P7, Pelly P8, Mataman P9, Lewis rounds out the top 10. The guys on the fresh tires will be J, Entex, SPW, Boastman. Oh, Boastman's very low down. Pedro, Davis, Fusion and HMFE Ethan. So with qualifying over, Mitch, I think we can say that's going to be a dry race.
Yep.
Those lap times are very quick, but we'll now head over into our 5-minute break.
Yes, 5-minute break, guys.
And yeah, just waiting for Davis to retire. There we go. So that is the gap at the top from P1 to P3 is just a 10th on Jensen, only 2 tenths behind, and Chris really close to Jensen as well. Con's not too far away, he's a few tenths off these guys, but 2 tenths separating P1 to P5. Very close.
Yeah, no, it is, eh?
Definitely a Tyne. What a lap. I mean, you can't ask for much better there.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a 5-minute break and go to the bathroom and drink a beer. Just kidding. Yeah, drink some cool drink or something, and then eat something quickly, and then yeah, time to race, eh? Uh, Mr. Shadows, yeah, I'm fired up, man. I'm ready for good comms today. Hopefully, the boys are gonna do pretty well. But yeah, no. Um,
So,
so
I'm
yeah,
back, Mitch.
you back there? Yes.
I heard you mentioned drinking and driving. I don't think we can recommend that to people.
No, well, yeah, okay. Well, it's at your own house. You're not. It's a game, but we take it serious.
Yeah.
Yes. No stories.
No problem, Pedro. Just
Yeah,
P14's not
Pedro.
great for you. I thought we could expect something big from you today, and you're gonna let us down. How's Mitch meant to give you driver of the day when you're just now you're Mr. Fourth last?
Yes. Yeah.
So Mitch, obviously all the top 10 on the soft tire. The guys outside the top 10 are going to be on the medium or the soft. It's a quite simple one stop from soft to medium, medium to soft. I think
Yes.
26, 27 laps. I think it's 26, could be wrong. So a short enough race like yesterday.
Yeah. So coming to bed a bit more sooner. So that's quite good. But I won't be sleeping. Hopefully not. LOL.
Drunk
Yeah.
F1 festive special with H.O.R. I don't know what. I mean, we could try it, Mitch. Maybe season finale, get everyone peppered.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, we can't
Well,
tell anyone that everyone's peppered, but um, we'll put a disclaimer in the video.
yes. So, Mike, my options have changed now, eh?
Oh, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Mr. Pedro, you're going in the wall.
Oh, wow.
Someone's gonna put you in the wall, yes?
Okay, so you're anti Pedro agenda now. You're no longer
Yeah,
go
no.
for Pedro. You're Pedro
Yeah,
sucks.
stuff the president.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff him. Get him out of here.
Yes.
Right. So that's a new. I mean, bullying Pedro. I'm all up for it. We don't condone bullying unless it's Pedro. That's it.
Yes. Well, he bullies everyone else, eh?
I
Yeah,
won't even
so.
say it's called bullying. It's just being Pedro, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we will
No,
get
true.
up all our
But,
gadgets up onto the side. Oh, we want our tires. So Valtteri Bottas now has no name, so we can confirm it is Damien.
yeah.
So, a lot of the guys on the soft, only one guy outside the top 10 on the soft. It is actually HMFE Ethan who got disqualified for going the wrong way. I mean, I don't know how, but it happened. I'm quite excited to see this big a huge train that's gonna form, because Tyne is definitely gonna have Damien, Brock, Jensen, and Chris, and maybe even Irish Nude Potato behind them. Chris is just an AI there. I hope everything's good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I think Chris might have to jump into AI today.
Why?
I think he told me his shopping's due for this race.
What?
Yeah, I think he's either today or yesterday. His shopping was due for like this time, so like he might have to go collect his groceries if he's mid-race.
Okay, I know.
So
That.
I mean, it's Italy.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a good bit of pasta. You're gonna get, I don't know, pizza,
Yes.
just all what you want. But a quick formation lap, Mitch.
Yeah, let's just
And
have a sip.
yes, I will also
Water.
take a wee sip of water, as Shadows would say. Can I have a sip of water? I cannot see the lights. They're very far away. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Red lights. And away we go. Looks like a very decent start for Tyne and Brock. Damien not looking like he's got a great start. Tyne is absolutely pulled out and blocked Damien. Damien looks to go around the outside. Oh, there's contact. And I think everyone's got away well. Jensen and Chris maybe having a wee look at each other. Nothing happening yet. Brock is up to P2 and now chasing down Tyne. Anyone lucky to have a move? It's Chris and Mr. Khan. Khan gets absolutely done by Pelly around the outside, and oh, Mikey's in the wall. Pelly is also spun, and it's a safety car. Oh, Ethan's just smashed into the back of Pedro. Oh no. That was, I just about caught that, I think. But what an interesting start. Let's check for wing damage.
Yeah, I think Ethan got a bit of wing damage from fusion, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Because yeah, before that, and probably misbraked yourself, and you know you need a bit of low downforce for this, but you still need wings on your car.
Yeah, obviously.
As well. Yeah.
So we'll be interested to see. No one should go in the pits. Oh, Mataman's in the pits. And oh, I thought Tyne went in the pits, but it's just the normal glitch. So what Boastman can do now is soft to soft, but he's gonna do hard.
Excuse me.
He's gonna do the hard compound strategy. So there goes that.
Okay.
Mataman's also out on the hards. These two will be looking to go to the end. Pelly's also in the pits. So will be interesting to get an update from Mikey. Hopefully he's still here and we can figure out what happened there from his point of view. But from what I saw, Pelly got a great run on Khan, and then oh look, Chris is in AI. I think he might actually be at his shopping now. Look, if you're right on board with Khan, oh, Pedro's causing a whole lot of trouble down here, giving everyone 5-second time penalties. Pedro, I know you were being someone's race engineer last race, but I'm gonna give you a hint. Maybe do soft to soft here, and get rid of your 5-second time penalty. You're not gonna lose much. Just soft to soft into the pits, and you'll actually have a really decent race.
Yeah. You both.
So Chris is back now.
Yeah. Once he's got his groceries.
Yeah, this is groceries. Oh, come on, Pedro. You know you heard the strategy call. Or being your race engineer into the pits. Yes, he's done it. He's done it. Let's make sure he's going on to the soft. No, he's going on the hards. Boo-hoo. Oh, that's his own fault. If I wouldn't have pitted to go on the hards, to be honest. I think that's a bad decision from Pedro there. Pelly speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, that's the second one, if I'm not mistaken, eh? For Pelly.
And he's changing onto a new set of medium tires.
Let me see the penalty. But yeah, okay, so does Metaman have damage from
Davis now picks up a penalty for a fusion with Mataman.
Oh.
Mataman picks up a penalty for a collision with Davis. So, oh, and Fusion's now smashed into the back of SPW. Let's check the race director real quick. So, we've had Ethan got a time penalty. Pelly, Pedro, Fusion, SPW, Pelly, Mataman, Davis, SPW. Oh, SPW now has 10 seconds worth of penalties. Oh no. Hopefully the safety car stays out another lap and he can do the soft to soft. I'd agree, Lennon. Pedro, big bot. Horrible strategy call from him. So safety. Oh, Chris is back in the ice, so he's back doing the groceries. SBW surely takes the pit stop now, yeah, to get rid of the 10-second time penalty.
Yeah, no.
So that will promote Pedro up to P12.
Yeah, okay.
Not too bad.
Yeah, let's just focus on the other drivers, to be honest.
They're the bottom of the class. So Time did well to defend on lap 1, Mitch. Held on to his P1. And yeah, he's got a safety car now, can, excuse me, maybe prolong this stint a little longer. Brock did get the jump on Damien though, so that is, I mean, it's interesting, yeah, because, oh, Damien having a wee luck see up the inside of Brock. But
yeah,
Jensen, I think he maybe had the pace for pole position. He definitely was setting the sectors for it, but invalidated 2 laps, so will be interesting to see what Jensen does from here.
Yeah.
Crucial Chris and Con maybe work together to keep up with these guys. I think safety car will be in this lap. Yep, there we go.
You're correct.
And this is going to be interesting.
All the best guys, be careful.
It's a safety car where you could see guys obviously have already shown there's so many big gaps in the middle that guys are going to start piling on the brakes and whack each other.
Yeah. Is Chris out of AR mode? It looks like it, eh?
Yeah, he is. He's back in control.
Okay,
so hopefully he's got everything sorted.
That was good, Tom.
Tyne is... Oh, Pelly. There we go.
With
Collision with SPW. Tyne obviously wants to wait as long as possible and give himself the best launch. Oh, and the tires are just so cold for everyone, but as they come...
Oh, Jensen nearly lost it.
He's done it, Charles Leclerc. And Chris and...
Oh, this is not a good thing for Jensen.
Here
Sorry,
comes
Mike.
Pedro. I mean, not Pedro. Con. Where is Jensen? He's all the way down in... Where is he?
11th.
11. Oh no. The tires must have been stone cold. But Con up in front of Chris from JNTEX now under threat from Matoman and Bulkstman. We also have Ethan and Pedro, no, Jensen up the inside of Ethan. So, Pedro, no,
Oh, there we go,
my
Pedro.
names are absolutely all over the place.
Yeah, you're
Jensen
right on.
needs to get a good recovery here. This is going to be a recovery drive for
he
now.
needs to.
Oh, and he's lost his
Wow, that
wing!
was a brake
And Pedro's
test.
gone into the back of
Would
him
you
as
say?
well. Pedro's avoided the back of him. And Pedro's overtaken him. And Jensen now has lost his front wing, and it's a safety car. Okay, that is a...
Was that a brake test?
No, I don't think so. I think... Well, it's a weird one. Actually, we will have to watch that back. No problem, Mikey. So, the front guys, will they pit this lap? Tyne fakes going into the pits. Brock does not pit. Damien pits. Chris also pits. And a bunch of others. Pedro up to P5. Oh my god. If you're... A lot of guys going on to the hard compound strategy here. Including Jensen, who will have to lose his front wing here. Jensen's going to have to do a Lewis Hamilton-esque drive. Look how many guys we have in the pits now. Holy moly. A lot of guys in for medium compounds who are on the hard tire. And a lot of guys on to the hard also. So, Con up to P3, Mitch. Oh no. Don't tell me we lost Mitch.
No.
Yeah,
just checking out something else. Yeah.
No problem. But Mitch, we have an interesting thing here. I mean, Tyne, Brock, and obviously Con have to pit again, but they'll pit for a much quicker tire. Pedro is in P5, and Chris is in P8. Whoa. Who wins this race?
Yeah, I'm not sure though, eh?
It's one of those. I cannot point a finger to it right now because, I mean, wow. I mean, it's going to be interesting for sure how much these soft tires are quicker than the hards, and how much the mediums in the eventual late stint of Tyne, Brock, and Con, how quick they'll be then. I maybe would have... Oh, it's going to be tough because... What? We've had 6 laps under safety car by the time they eventually pit. They're going to be only on the tires 10, 11, 12 laps. It's going to be very interesting, Mitch. And I think this race is still not over for Jensen.
No, and also for Boastman as well.
Yeah, he's down in P14.
I was just watching what happened on Jensen's side. But,
smart, Mitch. What would you say happened? Do you think, without accusing anyone, what do you think happened?
I'm not going to. It was. I don't know. Can I say the person's name? Better not. But I would say the. Almost like a break. I don't know, eh? But maybe they were scrapping, you know, they were fighting. But just to pull on the brakes, I don't know, no.
Definitely not a place you would usually touch the brake. It is a straight.
Yeah, okay, let me clear this up. Maybe the one guy was going a little bit one side, and then the guy behind him wanted to go in there, and he closed the gap and he put the brakes on to avoid him from colliding. I don't know.
Okay.
We would have to see.
We'll have to get the steward's inquiry. I'm sure it will be in there later. But
yeah,
Tyne, Brock, and Con have one more lap of safety car action, I'd say. We have SPW and Pelly all the way at the back on hard tires. Shadow's giving a bit of banter to Adam in the chat, Mitch. But yeah, I think this race has been blown well into Chris's hands. if he can keep his pace up. Doesn't have to pit. It's not a long pit lane here, though it is. You do lose quite a bit of time, just 20 seconds or so. And with as many laps as we are ticking away under the safety car, Mitch, I think Chris could be on for his second win of the season here. He's giving us a wee rev light show. Give us a wee weave there, Chris. A bit of a weave for the commentators. There we go. Hello. But Pedro, P4 Mitch, we got to talk about this man. I don't know how he's ended up here, Mitch.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's the lead runner on the hards. I mean, wow. He's really close to another podium here, Mitch.
Yeah, I hope he
Safety
gets it,
car
man.
in this lap, and now we saw Jensen have a bit of trouble on the soft tires, warming them up.
Yeah,
These
good
guys
save
on the
by him.
hards are gonna have triple the anxiety going into this corner. You could see, if you ride on board with Pedro and go into broadcast cam, you can absolutely see a train of cars just weaving from left to right and right to left. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. We'll jump on board with Brock just because, oh wow, that's a beautiful shot of the 16 cars. Oh wow, Pelly, Tyne, you need to go a bit quicker than that, bro. He's got the jump, but he's definitely... Oh, and Con's in the wall. He's done it, Jensen. He's done it, Jensen. Chris is already up to P5. Pedro is in the podium positions.
And it's
Oh wow,
only
it's
lap
going to be
9.
like 3 or 4 wide here for Chris. Oh, and
Chris sends it.
Lewis gets a bit of a brake tap there, and Davis gets all over the carbs. We'll jump board with Jensen.
The two horse boys are leading.
Jensen around the outside of Ethan. Fusion's gonna box him in here, but Jensen gets a straight line speed into the corner, gets the move done. Jensen up to P8, and it's gonna make it P7. So Jensen well and truly back in this. Pedro already lost 3.5 seconds to the guys in front.
I think it's going to be multi 69 over 21. I don't know. If that makes sense. I think it's going to be team orders from the team principal.
Ooh, Chris almost loses
Some moment
it.
there.
Yeah, team orders here. I'm sure Pedro, with all his engineer experience that he made sure to let us know about yesterday, it's going to be quite a simple move here for Chris. You gotta imagine.
Pedro won't part it, I don't think. You don't want to
Fight
crash.
it, Pedro. You know you want to. No. And here comes Lewis behind Chris. Let's have a look on this. He's not close enough to get Pedro on this occasion. Ooh. Where's Jensen? He's just coming through the pack now. Same. Oh, Boastman, big lock up. And I think that is that. Chris up to P3, still with a chance of winning the race. No need to pit yet. Well, he doesn't have to pit until the end of the race. He doesn't have to pit at all. But these two in front, Brock and Tyne, do have to pit. What does this mean for Chris and his strategy? I don't know. Oh.
Yeah, and if Pedro can stay with
Lewis
him...
just had a moment, and that's promoted Damien up to P5. Pedro very, very slow through there.
Pedro, just do with the teamwork, man.
Yeah, he's...
Hold everyone up.
Doing Chris as many favours as he possibly can.
Yeah, no, you have to, eh?
And he's gonna fight this to the very last.
Come
So,
on, fight
Damien is not going to get past him this lap, and it's going to be Pedro, P4 for another lap.
Get your elbows off, man.
So this is the problem for Chris. He's losing quite a lot of time to the cars in front, not due to his own pace, but due to the tyre. Hopefully he can warm them up this lap and start reeling them in.
Come on, get your elbows off, Mr. Pedro. Good.
He's
Mr.
doing a
Pedro.
great job here. Pedro wants that driver of the day.
Yeah, no, if it goes like this, surely.
He's doing an absolutely great job of holding him up here. And now Jensen is... Oh, Pedro up onto the curb, and Damien's gonna get the move done here.
Get the elbows off.
And we'll ride on board with Jensen. Chris picks up a time penalty, and that's... Ooh, that's gonna make things interesting for sure. Oh, Jensen a bit wide on the curb. I don't think Pedro's gonna fight this as much as he did. Damien, I think, just settle into P6. You can still have a great race here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so Chris is losing about just under a second a lap to the cars in front. With 15 laps to go, I mean, it all depends where Tyne and Brock come out of the pits, doesn't
And he
it?
sends that Jensen on
Jensen
Damien.
sends it on Damien. Bit of a touch. Good defensive driving from...
But what?
Good driving
Jensen
from
should
both
have
drivers
that one.
here. And Damien a
Did
great
not.
bit of acceleration off the corner. And Jensen's gonna look to eye him up into here. Wow, just...
On the grass does the Fernando and Vettel style.
Ooh, very close.
Come on, guys.
Very close racing and very good racing, Mitch.
Come on, Pedro. Yes, get in there,
Oh
Pedro.
no, Pedro's coming back? No, what is this? Oh my god.
It's got, Lewis and Mantoman is watching this.
Oh, Pedro's actually gonna get overtaken by Lewis here. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Pedro,
Block
don't
him,
fight
block
it too much, bro. Yeah, he brakes early just to avoid that. Oh, Mataman almost into the back of him now. Pedro yet again providing all the entertainment for us. So Chris didn't lose as much time this lap around. He's actually gaining as we speak right now.
Yeah, no.
He has
is.
oh, and Brock into the lead of the race. Gonna defend that very nicely. And away he goes into the sunset. So Damien and Jensen no move on this occasion. Lewis is making sure he's still in their wing mirrors. Pedro needs to watch that. He doesn't want to get too many more warnings. Mataman
Nope,
and
don't want
Boastman now eyeing him up with Pelly and SPW soon to follow. I think Pedro could be going backwards here, Mitch. Oh,
Yeah.
Con is 28 seconds off, and I think he'll get these tyres to the end, so he's just got to hope someone in front of him makes a mistake.
Yeah, or safety car, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going Mataman on Pedro.
And Boastman as well. Poor
And
Pedro.
Boastman. From hero to zero.
Very quickly.
No.
He said he'd get a top 10
Pedro.
finish on it. He's got two more positions to lose, and he has lost out on that. Tyne into the pits.
his
This is
tyres are
big.
broken.
This is really big, Mitch. We need to see where Tyne comes out, because this will give us
Probably
the kind.
Mataman.
Wow,
Oh,
he's
wait.
going to be right at the back of the field here, and Chris is in a world of his own. And I think Chris has very good reason to believe he can win this race. Look at, let's do the gap to the leader quickly. 23 seconds. So about 50. Oh, yellow flag sector 3, and it's HMFE Ethan. Still in
So
the
that
wall.
If Brock pits,
He'll be just behind Tyne.
fine.
I don't want to
Hopefully
say
Chris
he
can-
can't do it, but I think these guys on the hards could have made the right decision. As slow as the hards look to be, it just doesn't look too great. Brock, I mean, does Brock use these tires till the very end of their life and try and hold on, or does he pits this lap? So Chris will resume the and Brock's picked up his speeding in the pit lane penalty, and that is his race over. It is now Chris's race to lose. It also means Damien and Jensen are on the podium, and Jensen after that spin will be very, very happy to think about that.
Yeah, because when Jensen had that moment saving the car, and then also like getting...
Oh, Davis takes the escape road, turn 1.
Oh. Yeah.
That was funny. So,
yeah, then...
go ahead.
Yeah, what else? With that incident in front of Jensen, look, that wasn't involving Jensen first time, but I think he just got into it, and what can
He's
you
got to
do?
be very happy if he gets a podium here, definitely.
Yeah, no, for sure, really.
So I'm riding on board with Tyne right now. He has to gain 13 seconds in 13 laps here, Mitch. On a medium tire that's quicker than the hard. We're watching him. He's setting a PB lap time right now. And we'll check after this lap what his gap to Chris is, because, I mean, it definitely looks possible. It's all... Oh wow, he's right behind Pedro. Look at this. Pedro's gonna get overtaken, so Tyne sets the fast lap of 1:21.8. Pedro all out of ERS. Tyne's gonna get a quite simple move here down the inside. Pedro goes wide. Brock says thank you very much. So I'm gonna check Chris's race director quickly. So a 1:21.8, 1:23.2 for Chris, 2 seconds a lap for Tyne. And that is exactly kind of the gap we were thinking he would pull in. At that rate, he'll be on him by lap 21. So he's giving himself a bit of a buffer to get through the traffic and catch Chris. I wouldn't bet on who would win this race, to be honest, because this is a very, very close one. Gap to leader is slowed down a little bit this lap. But Tyne obviously has a good bit of traffic here, and this is the crucial bit. Chris needs JNTEX, SPW, Pelly and Matoman, all these guys just to play well into his hands. Jensen can also close the championship gap quite a lot, as we see Jensen up to P2.
Fusion, I think.
Yep, Fusion, a yellow flag in sector 2. And there's a lot of 2 wide, 3 wide and 4 wide cars here into turn 1. Big lock up for Tyne. SPW sends him around the outside. Tyne's going to get the better traction, but it's going to have to be a move into turn 2. Here comes Brock, and SPW's blocked Tyne off there, and Tyne can feel a bit hard done by there. Yep, Tyne's not going to give him any space. And there's a lot of just cars everywhere here. Brock looking to get JNTEX into the next corner. Says he cannot get it done, and now he's going to push on that overtake button and pull to the inside. Oh, a bit of a touch there. Tyne's also right behind him. And these two are making moves.
Gone with the 3-second penalty.
Let's check the gap to the leader. It's increased. So this traffic is doing exactly what Chris wanted it to do.
Yeah, keep at it, guys.
Oh, Damien on Jensen. These two are not letting anything get past them. Here comes Brock on Pelly. down the inside. Pelly breaks much later, and a good defensive move there by Pelly, but Brock cuts to the inside and looks like he could just about get this move done into what is turn 4 technically. Oh, Brock just touching the front wing there of Pelly and almost sending him into the wall. But these guys still got such a gap to Chris, and I think Chris, being Chris, could have this, Mitch.
Yeah, I hope so.
He's out in P1, he's got a lot of ERS to play with. The gap to the leader is still 13 seconds. Now, they are in a bit of clear air right now, so this lap is kind of the one that will tell us what will happen, Mitch, I think. Oh, Pelly's retired and left. Yellow flag sector 3. No safety car. Chris survives. Wait, Pelly didn't... He just left because he lost his front wing. Nope, he didn't lose his front wing. He just spun. Pelly, if you're in the chat, please do let us know if you need another invite. That would... so we could just sort that out for you. Pedro's in the pits.
Is he going on softs?
He's got to be going on softs. There's Pelly back in now, so must have just been a disconnect. Oh, a bit of Williams' front wing has fallen off there. Let's check the gap to leader. It's still above 13 seconds, and I think Brock is not the guy we need to watch. And it's going to be Jensen and Damien. I think Chris has got an easy win here. Matoman just trying to gain on Lewis, but oh, it was the McLaren who lost the front wing. Here comes Brock. Matoman shouldn't fight this too much. Easy as you like. So Brock is gaining ever so much here on the cars in front. Lewis into the pits, and that will promote Brock to P5. Boastman is currently running P4 with Jensen P3. The gap is looking like it's down a little bit, down to 11.9. They're not going to close that in 7 laps. It's all about can Damien and Jensen get a move on and get in the penalty window of Chris. But I don't think they will, because Chris has looked very, very solid right now. Anytime they gain some time, he responds. And yeah, it's looking good for Chris. Yeah. Second win of the season, Mitch.
Yeah, no, it's good. Hopefully
he can hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Tyne looking to get a move on Brock. Nothing happening this lap. We'll jump on board with the gap to the leader again. 11.8. Don't think that's gone down much. So with 6/7 laps to go, what do you think the story is, Mitch, in relation to driver of the day, as Boastman enters the pits, and that puts Brock into P4, which will be P5 because of his time penalty? And again, it allows Brock and Tyne a bit more clear air. The traffic could have killed their momentum, but they could still do it. It'd be very, very close. But I think Chris may just about hold on to this quite comfortably, actually. A lot of guys on those hards pitted, though, for soft. So Pedro fastest lap. What?
I was thinking of Pedro for fastest lap.
Wow, what? No, that's not right.
Watch, yeah, no, yeah, at least. But I think Postman will probably get fastest lap as well.
Yeah. probably. But a lot of these guys on the hard tires have pitted onto soft tires, and I wonder if that is a sign of things to come for Jensen, Damien, and Chris. They're going to have to try hold out because they're in the podium position.
On the move.
Got two guys in one corner I saw there. Oh,
yeah.
Side by side with a few cars behind him. Jensen gets Damien. A lot of action here I just cannot keep up with. Damien side by side with Jensen. Jensen seems to have gotten the better traction. Damien may be looking to get him moved on into turn 2. Nothing happening yet. Brock has not gained at all what he needs to do. Matoman takes Pedro's fastest lap, so that's sorted.
Yeah, I don't know what's driver of the day. Probably
gotta be Chris if he wins the race.
Yeah, no. With the game.
Oh, the game. Let's have a look.
Maybe JMX or
it will
SPW.
Be Boastman if he gets SPW, or SPW or JNTX. I don't know who it's gonna be. It will give it to one of them.
But I think, as you said, Chris has did an outstanding drive so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
he's done a great job of maintaining that gap to... Oh, yellow flag sector 3, and that's Pelly.
Please, no safety car, no safety car.
Safety car. And that is really not good for Chris. He does have a gap to pit for softs, and he can get out in front of Jensen. Well, not in front of Jensen, but in front of Brock and Tyne. But his 3-second time penalty is going to cost him an awful lot of time here, and that is quite heartbreaking for Chris. I think that is very, very unlucky.
Yeah, no.
Jensen and Damien now in the pole position to win the race if they pit for softs. It's all dependent on who pits, really. If you're Chris, you kind of have to pit, don't you? You're not going to pull away on those hards. You gotta just take the risk. But I don't know. I'm sure Chris will be happy with whatever he does.
Yeah, no, he will.
He continues. So does Jensen, but Damien pits. Ooh, okay. I don't know. Brock pits and Tyne pits, and I think... Oh, Jensen and Chris, that is a bit peak. Damien's going to come out, not lose any positions here. And that is exactly not what these two wanted. Ooh, wait. Maybe what they're doing is they're hoping the safety car comes in this lap, Mitch. And then they have... Oh, no, Damien will catch up by the time that safety car... And I think we were saying that they maybe should have pitted and they decided to stay out, and I don't think that was the right call.
Yeah, we would have to wait and see, eh?
Brock has now got his 5-second penalty served. He has to get past F. Lewis to get anywhere near that podium. I mean... Look, 2 laps to go when the safety car comes in. I don't think Chris wins because of the penalty. Jensen may do, but Damien's right behind them. Damien wins this every day of the week. The only problem is Fusion, who's a lapped car, is in the way, so they might actually get like a second gap. Safety car stays out another lap, and yeah, that's a bit of an L for Chris and Jensen there. Very unfortunate, Mitch.
Yeah, no, it is. I was actually rooting for Chris.
I think we all were. It looked like a certain victory, and I think if he had pitted, he maybe could have still done something. I don't know, the penalty is what really throws it up into the air, isn't it? But Damien looks in prime position here to win from, I don't know who, because Postman also has a penalty, but Tyne looks like a guy that could be a threat. So, safety call will be in this lap, Mitch. And then we'll have a bit of chaos, I presume.
Yeah.
Davis picks up a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. Don't know what happened there. But the Mercedes of Damien joined late during quali, and he's now looking at a race win. So safety car is in this lap. What Damien needs is Fusion to be as close to Jensen and Chris as possible.
Okay, guys, all the best for the next 2 laps. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be very crazy. Yeah. Why is Pedro bid onto mediums? What?
He's a Pedro.
Oh, Chris is gone, and Damien is stuck behind Fusion. This is exactly what Chris and Jensen needed. He can't overtake him until the safety car line, which is now, and they've gained 2 seconds from that. This is exactly what they needed. This is exactly what they needed. Now, Damien will only have 1 attempt to overtake. This might not be over yet. Though actually, Damien gained 8 tenths in 1 corner. These are going to be some quality laps from Damien, and yeah, I mean, he's ripping the time out of these two. Jensen is going to have to put up his best defense ever here. Damien using all the battery possible. The only good thing is Jensen, there is no DRS. But look how much Damien's gaining. I think as much as it looked possible, I think Jensen is just gonna have to do as much as he can here. Off corner exit, here we go. Damien out of ERS, and that's gonna give Jensen a bit of a chance. Fastest lap for Damien. He's still gaining. He's gonna have to send it. He does send it later on the brakes. He's oh, they're very close, and there we go. The move is done. Oh, I can hear a bit of engine sounds. Is Jensen gonna send it? No, Jensen thinks better of it. His fight is now at Tyne. Does Damien win it on track? That will be the interesting thing. Here comes Tyne on Jensen. And I think Jensen could even fall back another 2 positions here. Here does go Tyne. He pulls to the right hand side. Jensen's giving him not an inch. Tyne up to P3. Jensen won't fight it through there. And now Boastman and Brock. It looked like Jensen was going to gain a good few points on his championship rival, and I don't think it's going to happen anymore. Here comes Brock. He's going to have to go around the outside, and he does. And Jensen almost loses it, and he keeps very well controlled there. But Damien wins. Oh. Damien wins from Tyne, from Brock, from Jensen, from Chris, from SPW, from Lewis. Whew. That was interesting, Mitch.
Yeah.
Driver of the day from the game is SPW. I think
GG.
I'm still gonna give my driver of the day to Chris.
Yeah, I think so too.
I just think he was unlucky with the win. Obviously, none of these guys on the podium usually join the party, so we're not gonna have any interviews today. But Damien wins with the fastest lap from Tyne, Brock, Jensen, Chris, SPW, Lewis, J Entex, Con, an unlucky spin under the safety car, but P9, Boastman P10. Wow, Boastman a lot of penalties. Matoman from Pedro, Davis, Ethan, Fusion, and your DNFs are Pelly and Mikey. So Mitch, that's all from me. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, was a great race. Unlucky there for Chris and Jensen, but yeah, was a good race. Otherwise, that stupid safety car, but anyway.
Yeah. Chris definitely though can hold his head up high. It was a great race and just unlucky at the end, I think, is the word. That, I mean, it's heartbreaking to see for Chris. I mean, the win was right there, but good job from him. A big shout out to SPW, P12 to P6. And yeah, that's going to be all from me and Mitch tonight. We recommend you go check out our partner, KD Drawings. Very talented artist who definitely deserves a look. And yeah, OTL is back Monday again. Monaco.
Yeah, so...
I mean, I know I'm certainly not looking forward to it, but I'm sure the viewers will. Yeah, so driver of the day from the game was SPW, wasn't it? And the driver of the day from the comms was Chris. Again, we'll be back next week for Singapore and Russia. Thank you guys for tuning in, and